Morning children. Today we are going to start with a new topic. So the name of the topic is Famous Indian Freedom Fighters. So who are freedom fighters? Freedom fighters are the people who wants his people to have own nation and independent, or he wants to get rid of other opposers. So before India got independent, that is before 200 years ago, our country India was under the rule of British people. So our country was ruled by British people. So people of India wanted to get freedom, and many freedom fighters, many people struggled throughout their life, and they continued their struggle, and they even sacrificed they have given their own life to the country for the freedom. And at last we gained independence on August 15, 1947, where we all celebrate Independence Day. So behind this independence, there are a lot of freedom fighters. So today we will learn some of the freedom fighters who struggled a lot to independent our nation. So we will see the first freedom fighter, that is our father of our nation, that is Mahatma Gandhi. So his real name was Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, who was born on October 2, 1869. He was born in Porbandar in India. So Mahatma Gandhi was a leader of India's independence movement. When India was a colony of Great Britain, Gandhi used non-violent methods to protest, to fight against the British rule. So Gandhiji's method was non-violent, that is, he never wanted to destroy anything. He always wanted to fight peacefully. That's why his independence was using non-violent. Because of his efforts, he was called a Mahatma. Mahatma means a great soul, a great person. So after a few years, Gandhi became India's most powerful political leader, and he were against the British goods. He never used British products. He never used British things. Also, Gandhiji was imprisoned. He was imprisoned for 2 years during World War II, and he continued to work for independence after his release from jail. And at last, India won independence on 1947. It was a great victory for Gandhi. But he was disappointed because India's land was divided into two new countries, that was India and another country was Pakistan. And before and after India's division, the country was torn by clashes between Hindu and Muslims. There was clashes between the caste system between Hindus and Muslims. Gandhi tried to make peace, and on January 30, 1948, in the city of Delhi, he was shot and he was killed by a Hindu man. So Gandhiji was a freedom fighter, and he got independence. He used a method of non-violent means to get the independence. Now we will see the second freedom fighter, that is Bhagat Singh. Bhagat Singh, he is also known as Shahid Bhagat Singh. He was born on 28th September 1907, and he was an Indian socialist, and he was born in a Sikh family. So as coming from a family of freedom fighters, Bhagat Singh has witnessed Jallianwala Bagh at the age of 12. That was a violent act by the British Raj for the Hindu, Muslim and Sikhs in India. And Bhagat Singh wanted to get India independence, and he was very greatly attracted towards socialism. So Bhagat Singh became one of the leaders and founders of the Hindustan Socialist Republic Association. And Bhagat Singh involved in the revolutionary activities against the British Raj. And during the fight between the British and the Indian freedom fighters. The Indian freedom fighter Lala Lajpat Rai was killed at the hands of the police. And because of this, Bhagat Singh wanted to take the revenge of this incident, and he became involved in the murder of the British police officer John Saunders, and he escaped from getting arrested. But after few days, he got surrendered himself, and he was imprisoned for 116 days, and he did not even had food because he fighted to get equal political rights for the India and as well as uh, for the British. And during the independence movement, Bhagat Singh was put to death. He was hanged at a young age. He was killed at the age of 23, and he is called one of the martyrs of India. Martyrs means uh, freedom fighters or people those who die for their own country. Now we'll see the next freedom fighter and Indian queen warrior, that is Rani Lakshmi Bai, Rani of Jhansi. So she was born to a Maratha family at Varanasi, and her another name was Manikarnika. She was called Manikarnika. She was married to Raja Gangadhar Rao, the Maharaja of Jhansi, and became the Rani of Jhansi. They had a son. He was named Damodar Rao, and he died at the age of about 4 months, and she adopted a son. And after the death of her husband, the British government of India did not allow to become Raja of the adopted son, and it was ruled by the British, and she started to fight against the British. From a young age, Rani was trained in martial arts, which included horse riding, shooting, and fencing. So she was a very brave queen. So during the British fight, she tied her 12-year-old son on her back and riding continuously for 24 hours. She left to a Kalpe, and she continued the battle, and she fought valiantly till her last breath. And Rani of Jhansi died in a fight with the East India's Company forces near Gwalior in 1858. And she was one of the first women freedom fighters of India who revolted against the British. And Rani Lakshmi Bai is known for her courage and bravery, and is being remembered by many on her death anniversary today. So now we'll see the next freedom fighter, that is Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. So Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, he was born on 31st October 1875, and he is popularly known as Sardar Patel, and he was an Indian politician. He served as the first Deputy Prime Minister of India. Served as the first Deputy Prime Minister of India, and he was also in the Indian barrister, and he was also the leader of Indian National Congress and a father of the Republic of India. So he was the founder of the Republic of India. He also played a great role, struggled for the independence of India. Patel was raised in the countryside state of Gujarat, and he was a successful lawyer. He fought in Gujarat against the British Raj for a non-violent civil disobedience. Working with Mahatma Gandhi, he was very influenced by Gandhi's ideology and principles. And he was also an opponent of the opposite against the British government and the laws that were brought by the British. And he did not work for the British. He played a great role in the Indian national movement, where the British authorities were forced to return the land taken away from the farmers, and he and the farmers of that area brought him the title of Sardar, which means the chief. He is also called the Unifer of India, that is the Statue of Unity, that is the world's tallest statue, and it was dedicated on 31st October 2018, which is about 182 meters in height. And he died on 15th December 1950. Now we will see the next freedom fighter, that is Jawaharlal Nehru. So Jawaharlal Nehru, he was born on 14 November 1889 and he was the first Prime Minister of India, and he is a central figure in Indian politics before and after independence. He was the leader of the Indian independence movement and he ruled India from its establishment as an independent nation in 1947 until his death in 1964. And he is also considered to be the architect of modern India, a sovereign, socialist, secular and democratic republic. So for more than 20 years he had worked with Mahatma Gandhi to free India from British rule, and the Indian people called him Pandit, which means wise man. So at the time of Great Britain, when ruled India as a colony, Nehru became involved in Gandhi's fight to win India's independence from Britain. And Nehru joined the Congress party, that the political group that Gandhi led. After British left India in 1947, Nehru became Prime Minister of India and he worked to make the country modern. He encouraged research in science and technology. So he was a person who encouraged for research in science and technology, and he also changed some old ancient times laws to give Indian women more rights. And many children call him Chacha Nehru, and he is on his birth date, it is Children's Day is celebrated in India, and he died in New Delhi, India on May 27, 1964. Now we will see the last freedom fighter, that is Subhash Chandra Bose. So he is also called as Netaji, that is with respect his given name Netaji. He was born on January 23, 1897 in Orissa, and he is also one Indian revolutionary prominent in the independence movement against the British rule. He was the son of wealthy and prominent Bengali lawyer, and he became a youth educator, journalist and commandant of the Bengal Congress volunteers, and his activities led to his imprisonment in December 1921. And his patriotism made him a superhero in India. Patriotism means love towards his own country, devoting towards the own country. So he was the president of Indian National Congress in 1938 to 1939, and he got rid of British rule in India during World War II. He was also recognized as a person who founded the Azad Hind Army or Indian National Army. And Netaji died in a plane crash in Taiwan in 1945, but still many Indians did not believe that he was dead at that time. But the government of West Bengal submitted many evidence that he was alive after the plane crash too. So I think so you have understood some of the names of the freedom fighters and their contribution towards India. So now see the exercise part. In the exercise part, read the clues and complete the names of freedom fighters. So you have to do this as your homework and read it, and you can write the name. Now see the next part. In the next part, you have to take the images connected with India's independence and cross out the ones that do not. So first one, it is Gandhi's charkha. So it was during the independent time. It was a weapon used by Gandhiji. So you can tick it is correct. Now second one, it is a lady. So it is not in the Indian independence. So you can cross out wrong. Now see the third one, rupee. It has come latestly, so it was not there during the independent time. So you can third one you can cross wrong. Now see the fourth one. It is a Gandhi March by Gandhiji. So fourth one you can do correct tick. See fifth one, Jawaharlal Nehru during the independent time. So you can do, it was during the independent time. So you can make it correct. Now see the sixth one. It is a Indian national flag. So it was during the independent time. So you can make it correct. For your exam, you will be having 6 topics, that is first one cactus plant, second unusual animal names, amazing trees, things with wings, handicrafts of India, and famous Indian freedom fighters. So you have to learn all these 6 chapters. You have to learn, fill in the blanks, name of the amazing trees and handicrafts of India. So all these 6 lessons will be there for the exam. So you have to learn all of this. Okay children, that's it for today. Thank you.